never seen so much paranoia and distrust in science and medicine and everything else, and people might have questions about privacy issues being monitored. Is this something that could be used to might insurance companies eventually demand that we're getting X number of steps on a Fitbit in a day for us to be covered? And what do you have any of those concerns? Two, I imagine you've heard people express some of those concerns before. What do you have to say?
Yeah, well, I think a couple of comments there. In terms of privacy, I hate to say it, but one comment would be get over it.
I was thinking that before the interview. I wasn't gonna say it, but I was gonna say, like,
I know it's a PC thing to say.
It's gone.
Well, it is, because I hate to say it, but your credit card company knows where you are at all times, and that's got incredibly personal information.
Yeah.
And people have gotten used to that, right? That this credit card company knows everything about all the things you're buying that maybe you wouldn't want to be public, right? But they know it all. And they know where I am. And in the old days, right, my credit card company used to shut me down whenever I'd show up in a strange place. Like I'd go to Europe. They'd say, well, boom. Now they know I'm in Europe because I booked my tickets already. It's all there. The info's all there. And they never shut me down. Yeah. So, of course, I don't travel, but you know what I'm saying.
Right.
So on one hand, there's that. On the other hand, I would say that a lot of this information is benign. So my data is all public, including my genome sequence. And most of the 109 people, same thing. So, and nobody's ever been abused by it. And we've only been helped by it. So from the first 3 years we've been following people, we had 49 major health discoveries. Learned something really important about people's health. I discovered someone with early lymphoma, kind of cancer, or discovered two people with serious heart issues, this kind of stuff. So we would argue these measurements, sure, maybe you'd worry about them, but it's great to catch that stuff early because then you can treat it. In all these cases, it was found early before symptoms appeared. So again, I would argue the health benefits greatly outweigh the privacy. And if you do have early lymphoma, you want to catch it now. And here I'm conflicted, but we spin companies off of this stuff. One is called QBio that does deep measurements. And same thing, right off the bat, we caught someone with early prostate cancer, another person with pancreatic cancer. We have another company called January that's actually doing glucose monitoring, that's actually using AI, like I described, to follow your glucose patterns and make food recommendations for you so that you will actually eat food that doesn't spike your glucose. It's a great way to control diabetes. By the way, if you ever try one of these continuous glucose monitors, they're very powerful. They'll train you very quickly what you should and shouldn't eat. And then we have on top of that, this company recommenders to help you do that, to help you select the right foods to eat. So I think this is, let's use data in a fashion that can be very, very powerful for you. You don't want to scare people again. You don't want people to freak out. And you don't want to be abused by the system either.
Yeah.
That is to say, you don't want somebody to cut you off of insurance. Now, for genetics, you can't be cut off for life insurance or health plans by your genetics. But other kind of information not yet protected. And I would argue if that starts happening even before, we should protect people from that happening.
Yeah.
And if you think about many countries, not U.S., but many countries who have better health systems that are cheaper, they actually have some minimal level of healthcare, like Canada, a lot of European countries. And so you can actually, they can roll the stuff out and, you won't get cut off and they'll help you catch disease early. They're actually better positioned than the U.S. is for implementing some of this kind of new technologies to be able, again, better manage people's health.